sports. It's in the game.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now Jones. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. All right, Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Tua now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Dolphins at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, a run by Achane. down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
A-Chain was one of the big backfield home run hitters in the 2023 draft. One of the fastest players in the class. Miami excitedly drawing up plays like that for him from the moment they sent that pick in.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. 21G. 21G.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon A-Chain. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Holmes returning from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. It's Barkley on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now Jones. Looking to throw on second down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Isaiah Hodgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins! K.J. Hamler, 33 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jones on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll get about 3 here up past the 30.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Waller's had trouble staying on the field since back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but few possesses athleticism at the position, and that's what the Giants traded for last offseason. Looking like the vintage Waller with that 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ladybug.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 48 yards.
And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Watch it, Oscar.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man downfield is Hill. Now inside the 25. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Holmes returning from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Jones now to throw on second down. Quick slant into the hands of Darren Waller. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Half 18. Detroit Johnson.
Barkley, inside handoff. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Up the middle with Barkley. Down right around the 25.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Gano's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Tua now on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Go ahead.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Solo left Zion.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Giants are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino.
A handoff to Barkley. Gets past one man, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A play fake. Now White. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively.
Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Running left, it's Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Saquon Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. White looking to throw.
Buying time. Now White lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
White's throws taken in by Waddle.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
19 Tiger.
Off play action, here's White. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. From the gun, here's White. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
White on third and long. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Now White.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Up the middle, Achane.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Here we go. Hey, check that. Street. Check smash.
White off play action.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Kayvon Thibodeau
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the shotgun, here's White. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Play action. Here's White.
And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah.